Say the Highlands onto Wales, making my dreams become real. It's changed my life and how I feel. This trip is a big deal. The Highlands Scramble, can't forget the ride. The Highlands Scramble, you need to come and try. The Highlands Scramble, say the Highlands on two wheels.
Well, good morning, action figures, to another episode of Action Motorcycles. We're back here in Murridge, and just like that, trip's almost over. I can't even believe it. It's still hot. I can't even begin to describe. I'm going to do my best in the next couple days on the flight home to begin to describe what this trip means and how incredible it's been and how important this kind of stuff is for motorcycling and motorcycle riders. Truly a life-changing experience being up here. You know, this is every morning I've woken up and said, "Oh, I'm not gonna run the drone this morning. It's not gonna be that." And every morning it's incredible outside, and I've had to jump and run, try and grab the amazing scenery. Every day has been better than the last. I can't believe I'm saying that. Every day I don't think it could have gotten. Every day I didn't think it could get better, and every day it was better than the last. You know, unbelievable hats off to the team, you know, Steve, Tim, Tony, and the Biker B&B team, and their spouses and wags for letting them go and be a part of this all the time, and families and children. What an incredible experience, what an incredible product that they've got here. This ain't just running a road for a couple days and staying in a place to rest. This has truly been an experience beyond compare, and hopefully I captured a little bit for you guys on the videos that you've hopefully already seen or are going to see after I put this last one together. And you know, I can't say enough for this place. You know, I stayed in a tent last night. You know, we absolutely glamped. You know, never expected to do moto glamping. Not moto camping, but here we are. I mean, just look at this. I'm going to pick the camera up for a second and just show you guys this morning. It's about 45 degrees F. I don't know what that is in C. I'll put it on the screen or something. But just look at this place this morning. The weather's been absolutely incredible. There's no way it could have been any better. You know, we said at the beginning of this trip, hey, if we get a little bit of sun, then it's going to be a bonus, and it's just been magical every day. We got rained on for a little bit yesterday after stopping at the Three Sisters, but that's only because Scotland gave us a double rainbow at the Three Sisters, with the sun creeping through the mountains and you know, blasting bright light to create a double rainbow, and so we had to suffer through a little bit of rain for that. But if that's all the rain that we had, if that's all the cold that we had, I mean, are you kidding me? You know, it just absolutely incredible. So today we'll say goodbye to the iconic Torridon estate with one last glorious drive around the lake. After that, we'll climb up to Applecross and stop at the Applecross Inn for some coffee and hairy Coo sightings. From there, it's what we've all been waiting for, the big ride down Bealach Na Ba and the start of the trek back eastward from the coast. We'll stop for lunch at Eilean Donan Castle and head down past multiple lochs, including Loch Ness and the less creative Loch Lochy. Then it's on to Glencoe for a double rainbow all the way before heading by the Green Welly stop on the way back to Murridge for our final night of the trip. Alright, it's time to ride. Let's say goodbye to the Torridon estate and get on two wheels. As with the other videos in this series, I'm going to include some lessons learned and Bonnie bits with some interesting Scottish info to add value to you, the viewer. I've received some pretty good feedback with this stuff, so I'm excited about future series and keeping up with this part of the format. For this first part of the ride, you'll see us go around Loch Torridon and then start heading up higher towards Applecross.
Loch Torridon is a sea loch that cuts deep into Wester Ross from the Atlantic. Glaciers carved its steep sides, leaving mountains that rise almost straight from the shoreline. For centuries, waterways like this were the main highways of the Highlands. My comfort level with the Bear 650 had grown immensely by this point. I was really enjoying riding this bike, but frankly, I still don't have any love for those oversized handle controls, and I genuinely hate that fully removable gas cap that is just a complete waste. Hogmanay is Scotland's name for New Year's Eve and the celebrations surrounding it. After the Scottish Reformation in 1560 discouraged the celebration of Christmas as a Catholic festival, Hogmanay became Scotland's primary winter holiday, a role it still holds culturally today. Hogmanay traditions include first footing, where the first visitor after midnight is believed to bring good fortune, often carrying symbolic gifts like coal, bread, or whiskey. At midnight, Scots traditionally sing Auld Lang Syne, a song written down by Robert Burns in 1788 that has since become a global New Year's anthem. I kind of became infamous on this trip for leaving my turn signals on too long, and while I do have a Himalayan at home, in my defense, it is impossible to see the turn signal indicators on the Bear with that stupid control bar. Robert Burns actually has his own holiday in Scotland as well. Burns Night is celebrated every January 25th, marking the birthday of Scotland's national poet. The first recorded Burns supper was held in 1801 by his friends 5 years after his death. The evening traditionally includes the piping in of haggis, a recitation of Burns's address to a haggis, and readings of his poetry. Burns was born on January 25, 1759, and died in 1796. He lived much of his life in Ayrshire in the southwest of Scotland. Not too far by American standards, but definitely out of the scope of this trip. I would love for the Scots and other UK folks that celebrate Burns Night every year to tell me some of your traditions in the comments. The Isle of Skye lies just across the inner sound from the mainland, separated only by a few miles of water. Despite its proximity, it was historically reached primarily by boat until modern bridges and ferries connected it more directly. Its rugged mountains, including the Coolin Range, are among the most dramatic in the British Isles.
Tell me your name and where you're from.
Hello guys, I'm Rohan.
So hi, my name's Marisa.
I'm from India, southern part of India, but I've been living in Dublin for almost 3 years, and I flew down from Dublin to join this incredible bunch and gone this, really adventurous motorcycle tour.
I live near Cambridge. I'm 52 and I've been riding 22 years.
All right. So, what made you come on the trip?
I've heard so many great things about the NC500 and it's such a mecca for so many riders. I can't believe I haven't done it in 22 years. But I also know I had some insight from friends that there was some stretches of it that weren't that great. So to be able to come and ride this and do not the standard NC500 route and do real roads with people who really know where the best roads are was just an opportunity too good to miss.
So it's been on my bucket list for a really long time. I've heard a lot about NC500 and I'm of course very sure that it's on the bucket list of many motorcycle riders. Pretty sure about that. So that was one of the reasons, core reasons I wanted to take it out. And also felt like it was really a good time given the weather conditions which I had kind of studied for some bit. And yeah, it felt like I wanted to have some adventure at this point in time and felt like a good time to kind of, why not?
And do you have the same opinion as me where all riders in the UK that haven't done the NC500, should they be ashamed of themselves and get out of here right away?
Totally. I've ridden in Asia, I've ridden in Australia, I've ridden all around Europe, and this is my own country and I haven't done the NC500. What the hell?
Yeah, good deal. So, what were some highlights for you on the trip?
Well, it's really a tough question to answer because the entire trip for me has been nothing short of incredible. It's just been an absolute blast. So I've had so much fun. But if I were to pick some key moments, would really have to be the previous day, which we just rode. It was almost close to 250 or maybe more miles for the whole day. And the kind of landscapes we went through and the kind of, times with the shifting weather conditions and the road conditions, and it was just so fun. I mean, I can't really put it into words because, it's such an emotion which is pretty difficult to, express words.
So what have been some highlights of the trip for you?
The highlights of the trip for me are the people. I could almost come and ride the NC500 anytime, but this is a dream for me. And to share it with incredible people who have travelled so far from the States, from Australia. It's your bucket list, it's my bucket list. It's just to do it with a biker and another biker and my husband or my friends. This is way, way, way above that. Way above that. Dream come true.
Good deal. Are there any particular parts of the route, or you could say Bealach Na Ba if you want, but are there any other besides that jump out?
Yeah, doing the switchbacks and that was just incredible. We've been talking about this, right? It's really hard for me to pick one thing because in one day you're riding 245 miles and the scenery changes so much in that time. When we went from Glen Eagles up to John O'Groats, these might be names to people, but I know these places. I've visited this country, I've walked these mountains, and you go from lochs to forest to single track roads to wild coast to stunning beautiful beaches just in one day, and then the next day and more unfolds and more unfolds and more unfolds. So it's sublime. I can't pick one thing. I really, really can't.
Yeah, I thought it was cool last night when Steve was saying we kind of ridden farther than any of the other groups in recent memory, because the way we've just kind of gelled as a team. So that's really cool. We've done a lot of extra stuff. Everybody on this trip has kind of been up for it, right, gang? That's been awesome.
We have, and I guess that's why I'm getting emotional, because it really has. Yeah. We joined as strangers and we leave as friends.
That's right. Well, would you recommend biking B&B to your friends?
Absolutely, no questions asked.
Good deal. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Awesome.
Like you say, with when you ride and you love bikes and you have a sense of adventure, you are with like-minded people, and it's a universal language, isn't it? It's and we've ridden so well together. We've learnt each other's riding. The more miles we've covered, the more we've just understood, been able to read the road, read each other, help each other, get around the trucks and
that's right.
It's just each day's got better and better and better, and yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's been great riding with you.
It has.
And go say howdy to all the dragons for me.
I will do. I want to bring the dragons along, and let's bring them with like a B&B.
And you better subscribe too.
Yeah. Come on, girls.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Bye.
Well, we're about to hit Applecross and start heading back inland, so enjoy these last few views of the Isle of Skye and those blue Atlantic waters. Applecross was once one of the most isolated communities in mainland Scotland, more easily reached by sea than by land. The overland route across Bealach Na Ba wasn't completed until 1822, Even today, its remoteness defines the character of the peninsula. The Applecross Inn sits on Shore Street in remote Applecross and dates back to the early 1800s, built as the peninsula became more accessible after Bealach Na Ba was completed. Today it's a multi-award-winning inn and restaurant known for fresh West Coast seafood, panoramic views across the inner sound to Skye and Rousset, and a wide whiskey selection. Run by Judith Fish, MBE, since 1989, it became a beloved stop for travelers who brave the winding Bealach Na Ba. All right, keep your eyes out for hairy coos as we start the climb from Applecross up to Bealach Na Ba. The wind was crazy loud up there on the top of the mountain, and also note the smooth blacktop as they just recently repaved this part of the NC500. Absolutely beautiful. Highland cattle, often called hairy coos, are one of Scotland's oldest registered cattle breeds, dating back to at least the 18th century. Their long double coat and sweeping horns evolved to withstand harsh Highland winters and rugged terrain. For each video in this series, I've done a lesson learned segment, and this is the last one. This is a bit more focused on content creation rather than travel, but I think it could apply to anyone recording a vacation. I wish I had kept the cameras rolling more during non-riding times of the trip. Motorcycle content is great, but so much of this experience was enhanced beyond the average due to the interactions with the group and the experiences we had off the bikes as much as the scenery and speed. I did get some footage, but sitting around the fire or table and the interactions between the riders is golden, and I'll make sure to capture more of that in future videos. Just as a heads up, the segment here with Bealach Na Ba and later with Glencoe might seem a little bit long because I really didn't want to cut anything out. These are kind of crown jewel moments of this trip, so I wanted to include all the footage. Bealach Na Ba means Pass of the Cattle in Gaelic. Built in 1822 as part of the early 19th century Highland road program, it opened up the remote Applecross Peninsula to overland travel. At 626 meters above sea level, it remains one of the highest paved roads in the United Kingdom. All right, guys, here it comes. Finally, what we've been waiting for. Check out this amazing sunny ride down Bealach Na Ba. With gradients reaching nearly 20%, Bealach Na Ba is one of the steepest public roads in the United Kingdom. Its tight hairpins and exposed summit make it one of the few roads in Britain built to true Alpine style.
All the girls on the side say, and all my fellas on the side say, tonight we're gonna fly high to the skies, 'cause we're gonna have a taste of the good life. Here we go, here we go, here we go up. We're gonna rock this club till it goes up. Yeah, we're gonna live a good life. Yeah, we're gonna do it all night. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life. Tonight, we're gonna live the good life. Alright, let's go and live the good life, the good life. I saw you when you passed me by, girl. Listen, baby, it ain't no lie, girl. And I can't deny that you're sexy with that booty caught my eye, girl. Listen, you don't have to be the shy, girl. I'm not a player, no, I'm not the guy, girl. Listen, yeah, I know that we could fly up in the sky, a place we could try, girl. Yeah, you know that I've been around this time, look up and down for some to play with. Yeah, I know I finally found you, girl. Look
All right, we're done with Bealach Na Ba. I can't believe it. Now it's on to Eilean Donan Castle for lunch. The structure coming up in a second near Loch Carron is the UK's only Alpine-style avalanche shelter. Built in the late 1970s to protect both the A890 road and the Kyle of Lochalis railway from rockfalls. Unlike a traditional tunnel, it shields trains and vehicles side by side beneath a reinforced concrete roof.
Yay, what a trip! Woo!
I want to give a quick shout out to Biker B&B here. This could have easily been Bealach Na Ba and the castle and then home, but they have such great knowledge of all these amazing roads. Even just getting from place to place, they know how to go to make the ride just absolutely the best experience. So thanks guys again for this amazing tour. I can't wait to ride with you guys again in Kyrgyzstan this year. Caledonian Canal is one of the great engineering projects of early 19th century Britain. Designed by Thomas Telford and completed in 1822, it created a 60-mile coast-to-coast route linking the Atlantic Ocean to the North Sea through the Great Glen. Instead of cutting an entirely artificial channel, the canal connects a chain of natural lochs, including Loch Ness, with man-made sections and 29 lochs. It was built to provide ships with a safer alternative to the dangerous Pentland Firth and to stimulate Highland trade. Today, it remains a working waterway and a lasting example of how infrastructure reshaped the Highlands. The earliest written account of a creature in Loch Ness dates back to 565 AD, when St. Columba described a water beast in the River Ness. Since the 1930s, when modern sightings surged, Loch Ness has become one of Scotland's biggest tourist draws, attracting an estimated 1 to 2 million visitors each year. Ballachulish means Village of the Narrows, referring to the tidal strait at the mouth of Loch Leven. The village grew around a major slate quarry that operated for nearly 300 years. The Ballachulish Bridge opened in 1975, ending centuries of ferry crossings at the mouth of Loch Leven. It carries A82, one of the main Highland routes north of Fort William. Before this span existed, traffic depended on a small ferry that frequently delayed travelers. Glencoe's dramatic landscape was shaped by both fire and ice. Around 420 million years ago, the area formed from a collapse of an ancient supervolcano, creating the massive volcanic caldera. During the last ice age, glaciers carved the steep-sided valley we see today, cutting through the ancient rock and sharpening its ridges. In February 1692, members of Clan MacDonald of Glencoe were killed by government troops who had been quartered among them. The attack followed a delayed oath of allegiance to King William III, despite the MacDonalds ultimately submitting the oath. Approximately 30 to 38 clan members were killed, and many others later died from exposure after their homes were burned. The event became one of the most infamous episodes in Highland history.
thanks for you that have been watching, that are coming along on this trip with me. I hope my videos do it justice. I'm going to probably put up some videos that are more ASMR related, that are just, you know, the whole trip, just so my new friends here with the Biker B&B crew and riding group that we've had riding together can see the whole trip. But you know, shout out to, you know, all the amazing you know, restaurants and staff that have taken care of us. You know, thank you so much for being so nice, letting me film, and you know, putting smiles on your faces for the camera. And thank you to Scotland. Boy, I mean, I can't tell you how badly I want to come back. You know, I never thought I'd say it, you know, because you know, I talk a little bit in some other places about, you know, German Christmas markets and you know, Europe in the wintertime, but I got to tell you, I'm kind of curious to see what Edinburgh is going to be like in the wintertime. I know the riding season is really short here, so they got to do something fun in the wintertime when you can't be on two wheels. So again, you know, thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the subscribers. By the way, we're at about 12,000 subscribers as of this morning. We hit 12,000 this morning, so that was another nice treat to wake up to. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed around the world. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep making great content and bringing you guys along for these motorcycle adventures and life here in the motorcycling world on this beautiful planet we've got. Just look at this. All right, it's time for me to go fuel up with one last bacon roll this morning, and then we're going to ride for about 2 more hours back to Biker B&B HQ, and then it's off to do a little bit of sightseeing, and then back onto a plane tomorrow. So I guess until I see you again, thanks again, and keep looking for action.